Danava, kids aren't stupid.
Crazy.
And one day, kids notice if their mother is selfish. Okay. And the question is, if they know one day that you chose to put them at every statistical disadvantage, and I've talked to kids where their parents are separate. I actually, my mom, her parents were separated. They're like lived in separate houses, and it's not fun. And some of the kids were really mad at the parents for doing that.
What up, YouTube?
We're back.
Hi, guys.
Hi, humans.
How you feeling,
of the
man?
world. We're a bookie cup.
Yep. Hi, guys. What are we doing today now?
I'm going to be watching a video of Just Pearly things. They're talking about pure delusion.
Yeah, they've been getting a lot of traction.
Really?
But yeah, it's just Pearly things. Yeah.
Alright. So let's. I mean, it's not.
Hopefully, I didn't like the last one.
It's not
the last one was
okay.
yeah, it's not cut, but yeah, we tried.
I'll try.
Yeah,
I'll try.
Yeah,
Try and keep up.
Let's see.
Let's see how it goes. Yeah.
Hopefully, they don't annoy me today because the last one, the guy really annoyed me.
They're always annoyed too.
And the guy is here again with the bald head. But let's see.
I mean, bald head guys, they always think that they have so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not all bald head men are wise.
Whatever.
Some of them are dumb as hell.
Wow.
Anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
Take it easy.
My bad.
Me and my husband, I'm done with the ideal family. It doesn't work anymore. People don't think like that. It's the reality.
Go ahead.
People don't think like that. No, that's why you're fighting so much.
No. That's you don't think like that. Everybody else does. Anyway, Pearl, when she was talking about when you were saying, "Oh, that was your father working," she was like, "Yeah, your father was. He was always away, and he was always that." How many homes did your father have? Where did he live? He travelled all the time for work, but when he came home, where was home? So she can't say that because we live in separate houses, that it's the same as your dad being absent, being at work, because he came home.
Yeah, you got
if she has a man and they have separate, the man can never call where his child is home because the child's going to have two separate homes. So it's not the same as your father being away because your father knew where home was. He always came home.
And he knows where his home is. It's in his home. You can be my neighbor if you want. Like, just don't live in my house. I don't want that. I think I'm just tired of people.
I think you need a woman.
That's why I asked if you straight. Because maybe you should try it because it's different on that side. It's different on that side, girl. Because it's very sounding like I don't want a man. I don't want a relationship. I don't want you.
Listen, I don't, because this is the thing again.
Danava,
if I want to find the man,
do you have a penis?
It's easy. No, I
Because you're
don't.
talking like a man right now. This is stuff that men say.
Well, then didn't you guys say that women should be more logic? There we go.
That's not logic. That's dumb. That's not logic. That is dumb. That is not logic. If it was
You're walking around like you got a penis and testicles, right?
If it was logical, she would have thought about it. She would have thought about the pros and cons of the child. She would have listened to the stats, and then she would have thought about the child. You would have thought about the child. So you're not thinking logically, because if a man's thinking logically, he wouldn't be thinking, well, let me do this and let me do that. Logically, be thinking, this is what's going to happen to my child. Well, it's like 80% of this is happening to the child, and this is what I'll be thinking about the child. It is not logical. It is dumb.
Can I ask what was your family structure? And that's why most men tend to stay in relationships because they think about the practicality of they being present. Women tend to be the first to want divorce because they're in their emotions. You want to separate.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They're not being logical.
Wait. How is it that us living in separate houses means he's not present?
Separate houses.
It's because it's not.
Okay, first off, I don't even understand what's happening. It is, I don't know the way they started the video. Daniel, explain, because what are they exactly talking about?
I think it's a continuation from the last video where they had where all of them were literally saying that it's okay for a man to, like, have so many other chicks outside, but as far as he's sick, he still has like a woman in the house who is like his wife. Then every other thing he does is okay. So they were keeping for the man. Or it was that same video now where all of them, where all the ladies, including the man, even the ladies, these three ladies that we thought would have sense, right? We even say something. I'm not saying it's bad to like stay with a man or whatever, but I'm saying like you keeping for him, saying, oh, he can go and do whatever, and just because she's giving you money, and you just sit there and take it, like this is the 60s. It's kind of a very lazy way to look at things, right? But I think this other lady was not in that conversation. This other lady who is saying that no, she's not standing for that. So it seems like it's like how many people are here? Maybe it's like 8 people, like 7-1 at this point. So she's not going to win. They're not even going to hear the other lady out.
I don't even know.
So that's what they're arguing about. Yeah. That's why I said this is pure delusion. That's what the title of the video. So I guess I don't know who is delusional now. These women and the man himself, or the one who they're arguing against. Okay. But yeah, it's a pretty weird conversation to have, like with people who only see things
the same way,
like this. It's kind of like an echo chamber at this point. Yeah. But go on.
How? Okay, wait. Let's talk to someone who's done it. Let's talk to someone who's.
But he's done it from
wait. Jesus Christ. Sarah.
Yes.
You went from being in a relationship.
Yeah.
To now you co-parent.
Yes.
Is it the same?
No.
Tell me about the differences.
It's not the same.
Even though right now it's successful, peaceful, roughly co-parenting, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about the differences.
The child is a child when they wake up in the morning and they see both parents in the house, and then they come home from school and they see both parents in the house. And if they get used to that dynamic, right? When that is removed from them, there is a schism that they have to go through within their own mind. And it happened with my child. I won't lie. It happened with him. He had to get used to going to daddy's house and mummy's house, right? He's used to mummy and daddy being together, right? So you've now got to explain to that child, oh, do you know what? Daddy's not there because so-and-so and so-and-so, and we still, we're still cool with your mom and da-da-da-da-da. But the thing is, what happens is, children are not stupid. People think children are stupid. You guys have all been children. We've all been children. We know we've picked up on certain things when it comes to our parents, and we've been like, okay. Children pick up on things, okay? You are, in my personal point of view, Danava, you are very selfish, okay? You're thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about children. You're not thinking about the ideal situation for children. The ideal situation for any child, and even as a child yourself, you know that it would be being in a household with both mum and dad. Even if in a Pearl situation, dad wasn't there all the time, the child knows in the back of their mind, this is still daddy's house. This is still where dad lives. Dad doesn't live outside the house. He works outside the house, but he still lives here with mum, dad, and the rest of us.
May I highlight a key difference? Your situation came through togetherness and separation. If you're not together from the beginning, the conversation is different. Secondly, when we are then talking about...
Is that an idle situation? For a child. No, for a child, I'm saying. Not for you.
It would be.
Not for
explain to you why.
Not for you. For a child.
I will explain to you why. Because mommy and daddy love each other. Mommy and daddy may live in separate houses. But I see daddy all the time. I see mommy all the time. And every time they're together, they smile. Because they give themselves the space. Because they respect each other. And their main goal together, their relationship is based on making sure that I am okay as the child, which means daddy takes care of me. Mommy takes care of me.
Let me say something. You know what you've done? You've created a whole scenario that doesn't even exist. You literally just created a scenario.
I agree with this guy on this video, not on the last one. What he said was actually very valid.
Okay.
The ideal situation for any child would be a
mother and father
in the same house. Yeah. That's not debatable. Yeah. That's not something that is... Maybe in the Western world, that is now obviously it's not new to them because people have 2 daddies and 2 mummies in the same house now. So I mean, right? But a father and a mother in the same house is pretty much what is the norm, right? That is what a child would really like to have, right? Because you are getting best of both worlds, right? Both like 2 different perspectives, but 2 perspectives that are unique and are also useful for like your adult life. Yeah. Having a feminine side of point of view and a masculine side point of view. So on that, like I agree with him wholeheartedly on what he said. Now, because we don't have like context of what the argument really is, because probably didn't watch the whole episode. But from this clip, it seems like the lady in black is arguing for like a situation where they don't necessarily have to be in the same house to raise a child. Yeah. That's the argument she's on. She's like, they can live in separate houses and have, which is pretty much the norm in America today, right? That's pretty much, although these guys are UK people. These guys are, from the way they talk, you can tell from their accents. Yeah. right? But really, a lot of, especially in the black community, let's not even, a lot of baby mamas out here is crazy, right? That's pretty much what they're used to now. So I'm sure, like from that regard, she's probably looking at it like, okay, just because somebody is a child is growing up doesn't grow up in a two-parent household, that doesn't mean that the parents are not, actively taking care of that child in terms of like maybe not enough emotional and time, like managing, like giving them enough time and emotional support or whatever, or because you're not around most of the time. But in terms of like the essentials, food, clothes, and shelter, the child has that. You get what I'm saying? That mommy, and that's what she was trying to tell, that mom and dad are trying to make sure that at least as a child you have those things in check. But as far as the other things go, it's like being in the house, time, experiencing what raising a family looks like, an actual family looks like for that child to have like that kind of perspective. You'll never be able to do that in a household, not even a household, it's like a one parent's household kind of thing. So I think that was what she was trying to drive at. But I don't want to say I see both sides, but I think I do. I do see where the other lady is coming from. But then again, when you have 7 people like against you, it's kind of hard to make any points. I think, because, and then they have a lot of, which is, I like how the anchor was able to like control the show, because it seemed like everybody was talking. And that's probably having too many people on a platform. It kind of, it drags me out. I don't like having too many people on the platform. That's just me. It's like, after once it's more than 3, 4, it's kind of like at this point it's too much. So, but anyway, let's finish up.
Hang on.
You asked me what I said.
No, hang on. You've created a fictional scenario that in your head, right, exists and makes sense in your head. But it's not dreams, because children are not subject to your dreams. Children are subject to the environment and the situation that they are in.
Which one is going to be
Denava. Kids aren't stupid.
Crazy.
And one day, kids notice if their mother is selfish. Okay. And the question is, if they know one day that you chose to put them at every statistical disadvantage, and I've talked to kids where their parents are separate. I actually, my mom, her parents were separated. They were like lived in separate houses, and it's not fun. And some of the kids were really mad at the parents for doing that.
Yeah, because you're basing it off the traditional model that being broken.
Wait. Kids aren't stupid. One day they grow up and they notice that their mother is selfish. And the question is, do they forgive you for being selfish?
No, they don't.
Listen, I'm not
telling
being
you.
selfish.
I'm telling you, no, they don't.
It's a sickness.
You know what?
As Abra and Preach like
Two
to say.
things, and people are going to say I'm triggered. You know what? Because I'm fucking am triggered.
You know about preach. You know about preach. So this will say is a sickness. So that was the reference.
Whatever.
And they've gone against them before.
Yeah.
So
wow.
They've had beef. Yeah. So it's funny that he's the one saying that.
I am triggered. One thing that you forgot to mention, Sarah, is that not only does the child have to get used to 2 parents living in different houses, that child's no longer special at school. That child now has to explain to his friends why it has to go there at a weekend and why it has to go there. And I've met selfish women like you, and when they're talking about suicide, because you might think it's funny, but I've met a woman like you, and her son threw himself under a train. I love that kid dearly because of selfish people like you. Because exactly what you wanted to do. Go and find a friend that she got on with, have a child for a friend that weren't going to be together, and decide that it fucks up the children's head.
What did they do? What was their relationship like?
No, it was like you. Oh, we're really good friends. We're going to have a child together and we're going to co-parent. It don't work. It messes up with the children's head. So you must sit there and think that you know it all, right? Because you're going to be the exception.
They don't work for them.
Any man out there and you see her, don't fuck her.
Boy, any man that's out there.
Whoa. You know what?
If you want to have a child with a powerful woman, they'll take care.
This one is just below the belt at this point. This woman with the whatever.
She's the oldest, right?
No, but I mean, she's not. The thing about kids is this. This lady, you saying, okay, you guys are good friends. Let's have a kid together because you guys want kids. Then you guys co-parent.
Yeah.
The child that threw himself under the train is
I think it's a stretch.
It's a stretch.
I think what she said was a stretch because it's like there may be other issues the child is I'm not
going through.
I'm not sure that
I'm not sure it's the co-parenting that caused that. I don't think co-parenting is bad.
It's quite a wild take.
I don't think exactly. I don't think co-parenting is bad, but do it right.
Yeah.
That's just it. Yeah. And I don't see anything wrong with co-parenting.
But I see why they were tackling the other.
If you're not together, then co-parent. You guys don't have to live in the same house because that's just confusing the child at this point. If you're not together, why you live in the same house?
And kids can also sense when there's tension.
Exactly.
When there's tension between two of you.
Yeah.
When mommy and daddy are not, in good terms, kids can sense it. Like.
So what?
We saw that as kids. Let's not caps. Like when it was like when Popsy and Popsy are not really talking, but you never know when they settle.
Yeah.
You just see them smiling.
Yes, exactly.
So there's that. People know.
What I'm saying is, we didn't from this clip, we didn't really get what
the context prior. Yeah.
What they actually like, what she actually said.
Yeah.
Or maybe they won't know, but from there, the person that caught this video didn't do a good job because
he's
just.
Let's just finish up.
Yeah, he's not.
Kid nicely and give it the room to be a man in that kid's life. Come to me. That's it.
I do think
possession is affected.
I do.
Can we calm down?
It's selfish
because it is like kind of half time, and we do need to read the super chats. But
you haven't said much. What did you want to say?
I was going to say that I feel like you probably maybe you've experienced or seen situations that haven't been successful. Because Auntie Jenny, you've been married for 32 years.
In a relationship, not married.
Okay, in a relationship for 32 years, and even that's a serious commitment, and maybe you don't.
Auntie Jenny.
32 years.
What kind of
relationship is that? The West will kill you.
Serious relationship. I mean, at this point, you guys are married. So what is the point of saying?
I think that's the end of the video, bro.
Yeah.
32 years.
Just many things. Please, I'm done. I don't.
It's giving Lord Disick and
Cody Kardashian. I don't want to listen to them.
That's a lot, bro.
Yeah, that's
32 years.
32 years. Well,
come on.
I mean,
must marry this person.
You guys are married at this point. So.
But there's a lot of relationships. I noticed there's a lot of relationships like that in the West, especially for the men these days. Like they're choosing. They don't want to involve the government because it's more difficult to get out of.
Yeah.
And more expensive.
Yeah.
So people are just shacking up. Not shacking up. Shacking up is kind of making it look like people are just getting into a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
I think that's what they are doing now to avoid the whole government situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it.
Okay. Oh, well.
Yeah. But 32 years is quite a long time. Come on.
I mean, at this point, you guys are married.
Yeah,
so it's not even anything safe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Imagine when she was saying, "Oh, they've been married for 30 years." At this point, somebody says you're married for 30 years. I should be ashamed to correct you.
I'm saying that relationship now.
I'll just say, okay,
sure,
it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I'm not going to correct you. Like,
I mean,
because Auntie Jenny.
Come on, you're wilding now.
Yeah, Auntie Jenny, Miss Jenny. They don't like you have to call them Miss
because they are old. Jenny. That's what they said.
Anyway, I don't know what to call this episode, but
was an episode. Okay.
But
I think I'm done with just Pearly things.
Yeah. For now.
No, forever.
Yeah, because I
don't really know what.
So their platform is, their platform is kind of built on women taking more accountability for most of their kind of views on things. So I think that's really what her brand is. Because I've seen her a lot of other clips where she's trying to how Red Pill guys community are where they're extreme on men. She is a woman on that side.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only way I can paint it. So she's always saying women should be more this about that men are supposed to be catered for. That kind of rhetoric. Yeah, so that's what she's on. But anyway, we'll see you guys on the next episode.
See you guys on the next episode. Peace. Guys.